I'm a content creator. I want content creating friends because I feel like when it comes to them, I'm not gonna tell them like, oh, let's film, oh, let's do this, that, and the third, like bossing them around and shit. They already gonna know what the fuck to do. They already gonna be on point. They already gonna want to do it themselves. You get what I'm saying? So like you just gotta have like wise people around you. So I feel like in your 20s you do lose a lot of friends, but at the same time you can make a lot of good friends.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's your girl Jadaichristelle, and I'm back with another video, y'all. This here, but you already know who installed it. Major Melts. Go book her, y'all. Y'all see this fucking lace? Like lace wear, bitch. Like this is crazy. But yeah, go book her right now. Go app so y'all can go book her. I need to wake up because I didn't take a whole shower and everything, and I'm still not up. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm like, I need to get this video. I need to do these videos, and my hair is done, y'all. So I already know I'm gonna be in this camera feeling myself the whole time, but we're gonna get straight into the video, y'all. So today's video, I wanted to do a finding yourself in your 20s video because I seen Love Your Natural do this video, and I really liked the way she did the concept of the video, and I felt I related with everything she was saying. So I was like, you know what, let me do a video like this myself, but do it my own way, and then, like, you know, put some of my own ideas into it type shit. But we're gonna get straight into it, y'all. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all turn your post notification on so y'all can be notified every time I post a video. And just subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what the fuck you waiting for? Go subscribe. And yeah. Yeah, I just look mad pale right now. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So yeah, so the title is Finding Yourself in Your 20s. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the little abortion, not little, but the abortion thing they trying to do too. What is that? Is that a spider? I hate the summertime, man. Let me see. Wait, freaking bugs. Damn, this shit is not dying. Okay, done. Oh, I hate bugs. I hate bugs. Okay. I just belong. Alright, finding yourself in your early 20s and making good friends. Okay. I feel like in your 20s is when you lose a lot of friends. I feel like when I'm like, not even lose a lot of friends, I feel like in your 20s you start realizing like who you want to be around and who you don't want to be around. Like certain people, like mindset and stuff don't be relating to you, so like you don't want to be friends with people like that, and you don't want to be friends with people that's not trying to align with you or do the same shit that you do. Like for example, like I'm a content creator. I want content creating friends because I feel like when it comes to them, I'm not gonna tell them like, oh, let's film, oh, let's do this, that, and the third, like bossing them around and shit. They already gonna know what the fuck to do. They already gonna be on point. They already gonna want to do it themselves. You get what I'm saying? So like you just gotta have like wise people around you. So I feel like in your 20s you do lose a lot of friends, but at the same time you can make a lot of good friends because it's like you're learning, you're growing, you're living type shit. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like in your 20s you do lose a lot of friends, and even like I feel like within life you lose friends because you start realizing who's meant for you, who's not meant for you type shit. Not everyone has the same heart as you and mindset. I say this with my fucking heart because people will never have the same heart as you. People will never have the same mindset as you. People will never see shit how you see it. Only you will ever see shit how you see it. So it's just really, that's how life works. Everybody's gonna always see shit from their own perspective, and nobody's ever gonna see it. Like people could compromise, agree with you, this, that, and the third, but they will never like understand where you're coming from type shit. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so I feel like not a lot of people have the same heart and mindset as you. With me, I had to learn that a lot hard way, is to like really not do a lot for people, because it's like, bro, if it comes back to it, would you do the same thing for me? No, you wouldn't. So it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like people do take advantage of like the type of person you can be, because they know you don't have like the same type of morals, this, that, and the third as them, you know. So like, at the end of the day, people do take advantage of it, I feel like. So they be like I don't know, I just feel like people just know who to play and who to not play. Like, if you know you could play this person, you're gonna try to play them. But at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes down to it, everybody knows what they doing. Nobody's like, you know, you're like, you know, like, I feel like people just be knowing what the fuck they doing, because 99% of the time I know what the fuck I'm doing. So I feel like people do know what they doing, they just do it anyways, if that makes sense. The next one I put, being around people who can't take accountability for their actions or own up when they are wrong. Okay, this is a good one, because I feel like everybody does this. I probably even do this, but I know for a fact, I know when I'm wrong. I'm not like what's that thing called when people are like, they like, I'm strong, hard and strong, some shit like that, wrong and strong, some shit like that. But yeah, I'm not like one of those type of people. Like, if I know I'm wrong, I'm gonna apologize, I'm gonna say sorry, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna say my fault, this, that, and the third. Like, you know. But I feel like not a lot of people know how to do that, because not a lot of people got that enough energy, or like they don't really care to do that shit, because they really just don't give a fuck. But with me, like, yeah, I could own up to a mistake when it comes to certain people, like treating somebody a certain way or saying something that hurt their feelings or some shit. But it depends to the situation, because at the end of the day, I feel like people really be taking my kindness for weakness. So I try not to do that as much no more, because I feel like the more I keep saying sorry, people gonna expect that all the fucking time. So it's like, even when they do wrong, they still gonna expect me to say sorry. And to me, that shit don't add up. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, you did me wrong, but I gotta say sorry to you. So yeah, that don't make no sense to me. But we gonna get into the next one. So the next one is, all right, so the topic is finding yourself in your 20s. Have fun, which is something I'm trying to do too. Like, I struggle with having fun, because I'm always thinking about the future, what I'm trying to do, this, that, and the third, da, da, da. But I gotta realize, like, I really gotta start living in the moment and like get out my head, because I could be in my head heavily to the point like I'm making myself feel like my life is shit. But I'm grateful for a lot of things though, so it's like, it don't make no sense like why I do that shit. So yeah, I'm trying to learn to like have fun. Don't take life too seriously. Who is hot as fuck in here, y'all? I hope my lace do not sweat. I'm being so mad. Like, have fun with your journey, your life, this, that, and the third, you know? Like, I'm trying to learn how to do that. Social media will have you comparing yourself. Oh my god, y'all might have to turn up my AC. I'm gonna turn up the AC. It's hot as fuck. I hope y'all can still hear me though. Hopefully. But anyways, we're gonna get back into it. What's the other one? What did I say that? Social media. Oh yeah, social media will have you comparing yourself. Okay, so social media will have you comparing yourself. I feel like I wouldn't compare myself to people, but I'll just like put myself in the mindset like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. Say shit like motivation, like very like they'd be looking motivation. Well, like it'd be motivation to me, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, I feel like well, nobody's better than the other, if that makes sense. Like, we all got what we got, whatever, material shit, this, that, and the designer, whatever. That does not make you better than another person, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, I feel like if you put your mind to something, you can do it. Like, if like how other people put their mind to shit, they did it, you can do it too, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I need to stop touching my hair. Let me stop touching my hair. I seem like I could go through this whole video without touching my hair anymore because I keep touching it. Yeah, I just feel like we gotta stop comparing ourselves to each other. Like, I wouldn't compare myself to no other YouTuber out there, because at the end of the day, no other YouTuber is named Jadaichristelle. No other YouTuber got my fucking face. I mean, my twin got my face, but that's different. Like, I'm talking about like real life. Like, no other YouTuber is me. So it's like, at the end of the day, why compare yourself to somebody and make yourself feel less than, so you can just put yourself in the mood, not knowing how that person's life really is, like if their life is shitty too, because you never know. Like, so like at the end of the day, yeah, you can't compare yourself to people, because you never know what the fuck people will go through. You never know what they have been through, this, that, and the third. So like, at the end of the day, just be blessed with just being you, because it's like, shit is gonna happen for you. I feel like when you're really comfortable with yourself and you know what God got for you, shit gonna happen. Regardless of how much failures, shit you've been through, this, that, and the third, you know? I feel like shit is still gonna happen regardless. Because it's like, that's how life was meant to happen. The next one is you're doing enough. I feel like a lot of us need to hear that, like, we're doing enough. Because a lot of us feel like we're not doing enough. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna do something and get the result right there and then. So it's like, I actually feel like we're all doing enough. I'm doing enough. You're doing enough. Your mother's doing, like, everybody's doing enough. Like, we're all trying to do our best, like, you know. So it's like, I feel like, yeah, it's just like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you're doing enough, if that makes sense. Like, you, as long as you did something today, you're doing enough. Like, you could have did the smallest thing, that's still doing enough in my eyes, because that shit better than nothing, honestly. Yeah, basically, like the other question, people don't got the same heart as you. People don't got the same mindset as you. Like, what you do for others will not do for you. Don't expect nothing. Don't have high expectations. Do not have no high expectations for other people, because at the end of the day, I feel like people be disappointing you. People ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. But nah, people really ain't shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, what am I expecting from you, honestly? Like, it's just like, you gotta expect shit from yourself and God. Like, literally, like, God is the only person you should be expecting anything from, because he's gonna make it a promise. And people, he's just gonna fool you. I got a couple more left, and then we're about to finish this video. Okay, so you have to be okay with understanding no one is like you. Oh, I kept saying, I think literally for this topic, that's how I kept feeling. Like, nobody is like me. Nobody will never have the same mind as me. Nobody will never have the same heart as me. People will never see shit how I see shit. So they always gonna take shit how they take it. So like, at the end of the day, like, I know me, I trust me, I respect me. So like, I already know everything I do. I wouldn't say it's right, 100% and 10 right. I'm saying, like, if it makes sense, it aligns with my fucking life. It aligns with my mindset, my goals, how I look at shit, you know. And I feel like people don't understand shit like that. So I just be like, I really try to say to myself, y'all, like, I wouldn't even say I have friends, but not really. I really don't have friends. Like, most of the people that be around me is like family, like my family, my boyfriend's family, this, that, and the third. So it's like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even say like I have friends, because it's just like, I cut off everybody, honestly. And it's like, I didn't do it on purpose. It's just, it happened how it happened. Like, one person got cut off, then the next person started getting, it's just like, it just kept happening, kept happening. So like, now I'm 24, and I really don't have any friends. Like, I'm 24, and I cannot, hold up. I mean, I have friends, like Danae is a friend of mine, stuff like that. But I'm talking like, you know, like a girlfriend, like you could call and like gossip with, do this, then a third, talk to, blah, blah, blah. I don't have that. Like, I got my sisters, I got like Rashad's family, like, you know, like stuff like that. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't know. I always felt like my friends was in competition, but not with me, honestly, because I was not in competition with them. They was in competition with themselves, to the point that they felt like they was in competition with me. And I was just like, just how I always felt whenever I had a friend around me, honestly. Maybe I'm bugging, but I don't know. Like, I'm like I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like people don't, like, I don't know. I'm like lost for word right now, because I really don't know. Like, you know, damn, I was really in my bag with this when I was writing my notes. When you expect shit from people, you get your feelings hurt, because you put them on such a high standard and they don't do what you were expecting, or do something you don't agree with, and obviously it's going to make you feel away. Yeah, I just went through a low-key situation like that. And like, I'm not even gonna talk about it, because it's not that serious. But it's like, I feel like when people do certain shit, they know what they doing, they just don't give a fuck, and they know your feelings gonna get hurt, but they just don't give a fuck. Like, I'm a human, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm gangster, this, that, and the third. I'm a sensitive ass gangster. Like, I will cry, but I will still fight you, if that makes sense. I'm one of those. So it's like, I hate people like take advantage of my sensitive side, because my gangster side will really show you, I would never fuck with you again, if that makes sense. Or you would never fuck with me the way you thought you fuck with me, if that makes sense. Because it's like, I don't know, people just be doing too much. It's like, don't do what I wouldn't do to you, if that makes sense. So it's like, I just be looking at shit like it's the principle, like, and it's like, I don't want to be around people. People don't got no principles. People don't got no nothing. People don't got no. So it's like at the end of the day, not even be around people, because I'm not sitting here and saying like I like being alone, this, that, and the third, but it's just like, I feel like when you're by yourself, you're by yourself. When you add extra people to the equation, it's extra. Whew, we're gonna get back into it. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying because the camera cut off. It's hot as fuck, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. But so the next thing I put, you never want to be over friendly. People are going to feel like they can push up on you. Finding yourself in your 20s. I honestly agree with this because I feel like people tend to take other people's kindness for weakness, like I've been saying. So I feel like if people feel like you're a pushover. You ever seen that what show was that when it was like push over? I think it was like iCarly or some shit. Push over. They was like calling the babysitter a push over. I don't know why that just popped up in my head, but yeah, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be a pushover. I'm not a pushover. Like I don't even let people do shit like that. So it's like with me, like when people do happen to do that, I'd be like, damn, fuck, that should be having me tight. I be so tight. Like that should be having me so tight. Okay, so in your 20s, if finding yourself in your 20s plus making good friends, you have to always set boundaries and set the tone in general, because I feel like in certain people don't have boundaries, or like your boundaries might not align with somebody else's boundaries. So it's like you gotta let them know, like, you know, what's your boundaries, like set the tone right there and then, so they don't cross it, if that makes sense. Because when somebody crosses your boundaries, they don't really see what they cross. They just done crossed it. They just did whatever. They don't care at this point. So it's like, but if you actually warn them and you tell them this, that, and the third, oh, I don't like this, that, and the third, they'll know, and hopefully they respect that. Yeah, depending on the person you're dealing with, it really depends on that. Honestly, I'm just going through these. I don't know how I'm going through these, if it makes sense, but I'm just going through these how I feel like I should talk about it. I'm not even thinking about how her video was, if that makes sense, because I'm not her, I'm me. So it's like at the end of the day, I'm looking at it how I'm looking at it. But the notes, she body the notes. Always put yourself first. Love yourself first. Basically, just love yourself first, y'all. Love yourself first, because when you love yourself first, I feel like everything else just becomes better, if that makes sense. Not better, but like, you know, it's like when you love yourself first, everything else, you know, I don't know, it follows. Because it's like at the end of the day, you can't love other people if you don't love yourself. You can't treat other people good if you don't treat yourself good. Like everything starts with yourself. So it's like at the end of the day, yeah, just love yourself first. Love yourself first. Like love yourself first. Just like how I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to love myself every day. I'm learning to love myself every day. Yeah. The next thing I put is I need goal-oriented friends, like-minded when it comes to YouTube and putting out content. I'm gonna keep saying this, y'all. Let me stop. I'm gonna keep saying this until somebody hears me. Where all my content creating females who wanna align, come together, make money, travel, make great content together, and just run it up. Let's run it up for this year. Because I know they say you can do shit by yourself. I feel like you can do shit by yourself. But when you have other people trying to do the same thing you're trying to do, I feel like shit move faster. So it's like, where y'all at? Help me. Like, help me move my shit faster. Because, like, I have so much plans and visions and shit. But it's like, I cannot do this shit by myself. Like, I need, like, a whole motherfucking team. And, like, a whole team that is loyal. I trust. They trust me. Nobody's a boss. Everybody's just in their own lane. Like, we all that bitch, we all that shit. Like, I don't know how to make it make sense, but like I see it happening. It's just gonna take time, and I just need the right people around me doing it. Basically, life is a balance. I feel like life is a balance. One thing I'm heavy on is I value my peace. Once I feel like you're disrupting my peace, I have to, like, you know, remove myself from the situation, because it don't make sense to go back and forth for people, because like I said, people will never understand where you're coming from. People always gonna see shit from their point of view. So it's like at the end of the day, I don't know, I just like, life is a balance. Like, you just gotta balance shit out and see what works for you and what don't work for you, like who works for you. Like environments too, environments could be triggering to the point where it's just like you gotta balance it out and be like, all right, I need to just leave this environment just for a little bit, and then, you know, do what I gotta do, and then, you know, come back, refresh myself, revamp, all that extra shit. But yeah, so life is a balance, and a balance with everything. You gotta balance everything. Never try to be friends with people for an image that is so cringy, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's so cringy. Just because they pretty or have a huge following, this and that. I be writing so ghetto. He said this and that. And a third. And a third. What? Oh my god. I said this and that and a third. Oh my god. Be genuine and make actual friends. This I respect it, because it's just like, why would you want to be around somebody just because you look better than them and they don't match? It's like, that's weird. Like, you're basically going into the friendship because you think you look better than your friend, which is weird, because it's like, why are you comparing yourself to your friend? Like, I never understood why people did shit like that. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like everybody's beautiful within type shit. So like, even if I'm like, I can have the, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that because I don't like the word ugly. That's one thing about me. I don't like the word ugly because I feel like everybody got their own type of, like, somebody, if what I don't like, somebody's gonna like, if that makes sense. What you think is this, that, and the third, somebody's gonna think is beautiful, you know? So it's like, at the end of the day, you never know. Like, so it's like, I don't even sit here and be like, oh, this person is ugly. You might have an ugly personality, you might be weird, but other than that, I don't think people are like ugly, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, we have our ugly days, like bad hair days, shit like that. Like, I agree with shit like that, but like, I wouldn't say him like, oh, this person is ugly. Like, don't you, I feel like people who say shit like that is like, damn, don't you feel ugly just for saying that about somebody? Like, I feel like you're talking about yourself, because you gonna sit here and tell me they ugly. What if that shit wasn't even a word? No, let me stop. I'm sorry. I said, what if that shit wasn't even a word? Like, that makes no sense. Nah, watch out for people. We all know this. Even if you're not in your 20s, you still gotta watch out for people, because at the end of the day, people, you never know people's agendas, vendettas. You don't know what people got going on. I'm the type, you cross me, I don't got no beef with you, but stay your ass far away from me. That's how I feel like in my 20s. I feel like in my 20s now, once you do me wrong, I don't want to sit here and tell you about what the fuck you did. I don't want to sit here and tell you about your wrongs. I don't want to sit here and tell you why you did this to me and how it hurt my feelings. You should know you hurt my feelings, and just get the fuck away from me at this point. Like, move. Why are you here? Like, that's how I be looking at it. I be looking at it, people do shit on purpose, and they expect you to sit there and like, oh my god, I didn't know you was, no. We're not doing that. Not in this world, not in the next world. I'm not doing that shit with people. I always tell people about themselves, but they always turn around and just make a whole story in their head. Shit we gonna go through in life. I feel like in life, not even in your 20s, you could tell people about themselves and they always gonna turn up the situation to a 20. Yeah, it's really what it is. Or like not even turn up the situation to a 20. They just gonna make up a whole different situation in their head, because at the end of the day, that's what they believe. Because at the end of the day, that's what they fucking believe happens. So they gonna just stick to that, you know. And last but not least, y'all, because this is for me, because I'm still like traumatized. Y'all bitches got me traumatized. No, but y'all bitches don't got me traumatized. I got myself traumatized, because obviously I'm the reason why. I mean, I'm the one that picked my friends, so it's like at the end of the day, I traumatized myself. But yeah, so the last one is, it's easier to make friends when you're open to it. Yes, I'm still traumatized. I'm way up with that. But yes, I don't feel like, I think I'm open. I wouldn't say I'm all the way open, because I'm still very sus of people. I still be like, ooh, I don't trust them, ooh, this, that, and third. Or I just start thinking about the worst, this, that, and third, you know. But I'm open to having friends that are like-minded like me, if that makes sense. Like, it do make sense, because it's like, I want content creating friends. I want YouTubers, like, you know what I mean. I want to run this fucking channel up, because at this point I already see my shit is going crazy. So it's like, why not have people help me with this shit, you know? And I just know I already see my YouTube channel going crazy. It's just I'm missing something. And it's okay because I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, that's not even part of the girl. That's not even part of the talk. I'm just chatting now. But yeah, oh yeah, and I also wanted to say, y'all, with this abortion thing that's going on, this shit is like, the world is really crazy. Like, how do y'all feel? Like, let me know if y'all want a video about this topic, because with this topic, I really gotta sit down and write notes and stuff and really think about what I'm saying, because it's really sensitive and a lot of people can relate to it. But like, this world is really crazy. Like, how do y'all feel about, like, why is people making decisions based off a woman's body, based off what happens in a woman's body? Like, y'all niggas don't, yeah, first of all, men don't even know what goes on in a female's body. So it's like, to me, that shit is crazy. But I'm not even gonna get into that in this video. That's for another day, another topic. All I know is, females, worry about yourself. Don't be out here, because we don't got options no more, y'all. So y'all really gotta know what y'all doing. Y'all gotta be careful. Just be careful out here, because you already know, once you have a baby, your whole life changes. So it's like, they really trying to get us, they really trying to trap us. The government is really the new nigga trap, like the new trapper. Like, it's like niggas not even trapping us no more. It's the government trying to trap us. And that shit is so crazy to me. I find that shit so crazy. But anyways, y'all, and before I really start rambling, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all post notification bells turned on to all, so you'll be notified every time I post a video. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Laters.
We can get away from these beach views and every day. All